Once again, we're back introducing the newest innovative and interesting tools we could find for the year 2024. Some of these tools aren't brand new, but they're very interesting, and I think most people aren't familiar with these tools, so I hope you enjoy. In number 1, we got the Wicked Edge WE64. This is a very interesting knife sharpener, and the creators of it believe that this is the greatest sharpener money can buy. The main reason they believe that is that it's extremely stable and it's exact. And that means when you sharpen a very expensive knife, you're not ruining it or taking extra material off that could potentially shorten the life of the knife. So it takes a correct amount off and makes it as sharp as possible. A tool like this can cost between $600 to $800 depending on which model you choose, but the reviews are very satisfied with the product. Even though it's expensive, it's a very professional tool, and people that use their knives all the time might be interested in something like this. This is an extremely expensive tool, but it does a whole lot of interesting things. This is not a tool a normal person needs. This is a very professional tool that 3D scans anything. And the best part is, this is the first one that's handheld. Usually 3D scanners that are this precise are a huge machine where you put the product in the middle, but this thing could be handheld and you could go around the object like an engine or anything else. This scanner is the same price as a brand new Toyota Camry, meaning $34,000. In number 3, we got the Neo Ruler Go. Just like the name says, it is a ruler, but it's more like a measuring tape. And the interesting part is that it's extremely small. You turn it on and start rolling away on all types of surfaces, and it adds up all the measurements you roll. The cool part is that there is an app on your phone that could be connected to the Neo Roller, and you could save all the measurements there. This tool is $49. Up next, we got the XSTO ZW4170. There are a lot of interesting hand trucks and dollies to go around, but this is one of the most interesting ones we found. First of all, it's electric powered and it has a massive and powerful gearbox, so you can put about 400 pounds on top of it, and it will easily go up and down the stairs extremely fast without a problem. You do have to hold the hand truck while it's going up and down, but all the power and pushing and pulling is done by the gearbox and the battery, so you're not using your strength. This thing is so quick that it could go up 34 stairs in 1 minute. Up next, we got the Enerpac cordless battery hydraulic pump. This machine is extremely interesting because it's a very powerful 10,000 psi hydraulic pump, but it's portable. It only weighs 40 pounds and it works with a 54 volt drill-like battery, so you can take it anywhere and attach any type of tool that needs hydraulic pressure, like a clamp, a jack, or anything else. This is a very commercial tool, but it's extremely useful, especially when you have to do something in the middle of nowhere where you can't take like a generator or a hydraulic pump. You just take this and have 10,000 psi of hydraulic pressure accessible to you without plugging it in. So this is why it costs about $4,500 for this tool. Up next, we got the Raizy Stone Router. If you ever seen the edge of stone or granite in your kitchen and there is a certain edge to it, you have to know that all that was done by a router like this. The router just sits on the edge and the operator has to go back and forth to make that groove on the edge of it to give it a little design. You could get different attachments for different designs, but a hose has to be connected to it because the machine does need water to operate. If there's no water, the bit will burn out. The next tool we're going to look at is the Irwin Folding Chisel. The chisel is one of the oldest tools in carpentry, and it's very useful. The person using it has to be very precise, and if they drop it, they could easily damage the edge, and it's no longer useful, especially for a good carpenter that does precise work. This is why Irwin has created the folding one, where you can keep it protected when you're not using it. Even if you drop it, you're not gonna damage the edge of it where it makes it useless. Something like this costs about $16. Up next, we got the Coast CL40R, a very useful work light that has more than 3,000 lumens of power. The best part is that it's LED, and LED lights are revolutionary because they don't create heat. They produce a lot of light and barely use battery. The battery in this thing could charge in a few hours, but it will stay on for 16 hours on the highest setting. It is also a power bank where you can hook up your phone or anything else to charge. The best part is that it has clamps and magnets, and you can put it anywhere, like a truck or underneath a car, and you could put it on the ground and make it stand. Up next, we got the IML Resi Power, another commercial tool that you most likely have never seen before. This tool is mainly used by city or contractors that work for the government and city that have to inspect light poles or any wooden pole that's holding anything up. This machine drills that wood to make sure if there's any rotten pieces into it, and it has a potential of falling down. It basically inspects the entirety of the inside of the wood without damaging it whatsoever. And if it's bad, they know they have to replace it because it could be dangerous. There's also a waterproof version where it could inspect the wood underwater. Up next, we have the Daniels Plow Dragon. This is a very simple but useful attachment that hooks up to the rear hitch of a truck, and it's very adjustable, so you can plow the snow anywhere. The next tool we're going to look at is the Craftsman K-Boom. This is a trailer that could hold up a pickup truck, but the thing is, this is designed to tow two semi-trucks. So the Ford pickup truck pulls up to a station and hooks up these two trucks to one another and puts the pickup truck on the trailer itself. So now he could transport two semi-trucks and his personal truck anywhere they want. When they drop the semi-trucks off, they unload the pickup truck and pull the trailer away to the next destination. Up next, we got the wheel nut indicators. This is a very simple but useful tool. You put these on your lug nuts, especially as a semi-driver, and if the tips of these indicators move whatsoever, you know one lug nut is loose, and that means you have to take it off and tighten it up. This is a very useful tool for semi-truck drivers that go all over a country. Up next, we got a Nissan patrol truck made by Shannon's Engineering. This is a very cool pickup truck that's meant for off-road. It has an insane flatbed that looks beautiful. It has 2 spare wheels, and it has all types of storage and tools you need. The most important one is probably the air compressor. Usually people that go off-roading always install an air compressor in their truck. When you go off-roading, you have to air down your tires so you get better traction. and when you get back on the road, you have to air them back up. So having a portable air compressor is extremely important in a machine like this. Last but not least, we got the Subsite Utility Guard 2. Another very commercial tool that's used in very specific areas. This tool could see 130 feet into the ground to make sure there is no pipes, water pipes, or cables in that area. So when a machine like this wants to dig that area, this thing goes, inspects it, flags it down that everything is good, and then the machine could dig with no problem. Just like we said, this tool is very commercial, so it's very expensive as well. About $5,000 for a tool like this.